The year was 1968. The Cold War gripped the world in a tense standoff. On May 22nd, the USS Scorpion, a nuclear submarine, sent its last message. It was patrolling the Atlantic hundreds of miles off the Azores. Then silence. The Scorpion, with 99 men aboard, had vanished. News of the disappearance sent shockwaves through the US Navy and the nation. The Scorpion was a state-of-the-art attack submarine, a formidable weapon in the Cold War arsenal. How could such a vessel simply disappear? The Navy launched a massive search and rescue operation, hoping against hope for survivors. Days turned into weeks, and the hope of finding survivors dwindled. The vastness of the Atlantic Ocean made the search a daunting task. Planes scoured the surface while ships with sonar equipment listened for any sign of the Scorpion in the depths. The families of the missing sailors clung to fading hopes, praying for a miracle. The disappearance of the USS Scorpion became one of the most enduring mysteries of the Cold War, a chilling reminder of the unforgiving nature of the deep and the human cost of conflict. The search for the USS Scorpion was the largest underwater search operation in US Navy history at that time. Ships and aircraft from the United States and allied nations combed thousands of square miles of the Atlantic Ocean. Time was of the essence, as the Navy knew that the Scorpion's oxygen supply would be limited. As the search dragged on, the Navy turned to its most sophisticated underwater listening technology, the Sound Surveillance System, or SOSUS. This network of hydrophones, originally designed to track Soviet submarines, was used to analyze underwater sounds for any clues to the Scorpion's fate. Finally, 5 months after the Scorpion's disappearance, a breakthrough. Analysis of SOSUS recordings revealed a series of acoustic events that indicated an implosion. The Navy now knew that the Scorpion had been lost, but the location of the wreckage remained unknown. Using the SOSUS data, the Navy narrowed down the search area and deployed deep-sea submersibles to visually locate the wreckage. The wreckage was discovered on the ocean floor, more than 2 miles below the surface, broken into several sections. The Scorpion's hull had imploded under the immense pressure of the deep ocean. The discovery of the Scorpion's wreckage, while bringing closure to the families of the lost sailors, also ignited a firestorm of speculation about the cause of the disaster. The Navy convened a court of inquiry to investigate the sinking, but their findings were inconclusive. Several theories emerged, each with its own set of supporters and detractors. One theory suggested a catastrophic battery explosion. The Scorpion was powered by lead-acid batteries, which could generate explosive hydrogen gas if overcharged or damaged. Proponents of this theory pointed to the rapid and violent nature of the implosion as evidence. Another theory focused on the possibility of a torpedo malfunction. The Scorpion was armed with conventional torpedoes, and a misfire or accidental detonation inside the torpedo room could have led to the sinking. However, no evidence of a torpedo explosion was found in the wreckage. The Cold War also cast a long shadow over the investigation. Some speculated that the Scorpion had been attacked by a Soviet submarine, perhaps in retaliation for a similar incident involving the Soviet submarine K-129 a few months earlier. However, no evidence of Soviet involvement was ever found. The exact cause of the USS Scorpion's sinking remains a mystery to this day. The Navy's official report concluded that the most probable cause was a non-hostile event, but the lack of a definitive answer has fueled speculation and conspiracy theories for decades. The loss of the USS Scorpion was a tragedy that profoundly impacted the families of the 99 sailors who perished. The Navy held a memorial service for the crew, and their names are inscribed on the Lost at Sea Memorial at Arlington National Cemetery. The families of the Scorpion crew have worked tirelessly to keep the memory of their loved ones alive. They have formed support groups, lobbied for continued investigations, and established scholarships in their names. The wreckage of the USS Scorpion serves as a solemn reminder of the dangers of submarine warfare and the sacrifices made by those who serve in the silent service. The site is now a war grave protected by the Sunken Military Craft Act and is regularly visited by Navy vessels to pay their respects. The story of the USS Scorpion is a story of courage, sacrifice, and the enduring mystery of the deep. It is a story that continues to resonate today, as we remember those who lost their lives in service to their country and strive to learn from the tragedy.